way to look at, like, realize that, like, what we've gone through is not normal, right? And is not, like, expected when we're all like, this is what we lived through. Like, no shit. Like, duh. Like, this is normal, right?
In a country with rapidly increasing youth suicide rates, my home state of New Mexico leads. New Mexico has the highest youth suicide rate among all 50 states. Ranking 49th in education and first in drug abuse and teen pregnancy, New Mexico is an impoverished, forgotten state. I grew up in a small town in the mountains of New Mexico. My small town of Taos has a population of around 5,000 people. It is one of those towns where everyone knows each other. In such a small community, there is no anonymity. In 2016, my small community experienced multiple teen suicides in the span of half a year. Coming one after the other, 2016 was our senior year of high school, but most of it is hazy with report after report of another kid committing suicide. Our town was left stunned, and I, like many 17-year-olds, went off to college to deal with the ramifications on my own. 3 years later, I wanted to understand what had happened. This project was born out of my own search for answers. For this project, I interviewed 3 close friends. Names have been abbreviated and/or cut to protect the identities of both survivors and victims.
Hello. I can't see you. Hey. Good to see you.
You too.
I haven't slept in days. It's great, as you can tell. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
So.
I'm fine. Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. Let's do everything, and then we can talk shit.
So, like, to me, the way to heal is to heal the greater good, right? To heal the whole town, to heal more than just myself, because that's what I feel like I need to do to fully see happiness and be complete.
I didn't really have a problem with growing up in Taos. I kind of like the close-knit community of Taos. Everybody knows each other pretty much, and you kind of like, everybody's a friend.
Growing up in New Mexico was mostly pretty quiet because New Mexico's pretty quiet. So, being a aggressive antisocial bastard that I am, most of the suicides that I know of, and there are probably quite a few I don't know, most of the suicides I know of, I was not particularly close to those people, but there was one that I was actually fairly close to. A kid named, he jumped from the Gorge Bridge over the Rio Grande, and no one saw it coming. But that was a shitty week.
Like, they could have, it was also like interesting to see how people responded to the suicides and deaths during that time, because everybody was in shock, but it also like everybody was like kind of like, what's going on? This is scary. We just finished graduating high school, and we're having all these reports of people just not continuing.
And then we can get to my favorite year, my senior year of high school. That was something else, because in December I lost to a car accident, and I've always just thought of it as a suicide because she knew exactly what she was doing. She pumped her system full of drugs and alcohol, and then got behind the wheel of a car, and flipped her car 4 times and died. And that hit the Taos Academy community pretty hard. And then, in that April, we lost another kid who I had dated. He shot himself in the head. His mom found him. And then, was it July? Yeah, it was July. I get into my car accident, and then a week later, we lose. And then 2 days after that, we lose. And, these were all people that were influencing my life and impacting me, and, were good people.
Senior year of high school. God. I don't know. that was like, I think the big traumatic experience was definitely death. He was super young, it's scary. Death marked like the fourth or fifth person who died within like 4 or 5 month span, which was absolutely nuts. Everybody, like, it was pretty much one after the other.
But yeah, I don't know. It's fucking weird. It's like, having people close to you die is a very odd experience. On top of just generally being shitty. But like, there's the moments where you talk about them and you're thinking about them and you're like, oh shit, they're dead. Fuck. At least that's the way I experience it. Yeah. There are some places I'm fairly articulate. This is not one of them. My emotional vocabulary fucking sucks.
And you know, like, some days I'm so fucking pissed at them. I'm so pissed. Because these are people that would, like, made a difference and were going places. You know, and society had mostly just written them off. Because of what they look like and where they're from and who their parents are. I could see, like, that everyone cared so much about them. This wasn't like 2 people cared, 2 people cry still. Like, there is a community of a few thousand people that miss these young people. And that's some trauma I don't think I can really ever work through.
It was like, damn, it got to the point where it was like, this is ridiculous. Like, the youth of New Mexico needs some, like, therapy, needs some help, because, like, this is, like, what it was, but it's just becoming too much. Like, I personally didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to think. It's like, what, I was pissed because there's, like, a lot of people who I knew were just, like, disappearing. Like, some of, when you, like, grow up, you expect that you'll know people, or, like, you'll see them around at some point, especially in Dallas. But then for them not to be there, or, like, they're permanently not there, is kind of like a big slap to the face. Don't really, like, it hits you, and then you're like, life is short, it's, super precious, and
they can still live through us because that's what we got. I know none of them would want us to stop our lives for them. So for me, it's when I'm skiing, I just take that one extra run. This one's right? That's like, I think, I don't know, it's how I handle it. It's how I go through it. And that won't change. For the rest of my life, I'll take that one extra run for because that's what his dad wants. His dad wants us to remember him on the slopes. His dad wants us to remember him on the mountain bike, laughing whenever we get the chance.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's a kind of a big event, and for, like, the multiple deaths during that time, which was absolutely crazy. Even went as far as there to be, like, a suicide support center in Taos, or, like, an app. Somebody was, like, developing an app for it, and I was like, geez, it got to, it's, like, understood, but, like, we shouldn't have to do that. It shouldn't be that prevalent where, like, everybody in the community is like, hey, there's a problem.
Our high schools, all of our high schools now have suicide prevention programs and seminars and talks and groups, and they're trying so hard to make more things happen for our young people, and, like, there is so much great happening there. But it required losing multiple young people for it to happen.
See, I'm just saving us some trouble somewhere down the line. This kind of town you just leave behind. So you don't know it yet, but you won't come back.